What is up, guys? Norse Digital Assets coming at you with another video. This video is going to be on the market as a whole. We're going to cover Bitcoin. We're going to cover sort of a refresher on investing in general, when to get in, when to get out of different projects, sort of a refresher, some new information also mixed in there. We're just going to cover some charts and we're just going to cover some different stuff that I've been reading. So should be a pretty good video, and then I'm also going to release more videos tonight on some specific coins. I think I'm going to do a VeChain, HBAR. I need to do a Chainlink video. There's a few videos that I need to look at doing tonight, some price predictions and some different stuff getting ready before this bull run, this October, November, December, and maybe into 2022. Some people calling for a possible 6-month bull run. But at the end of the day, guys, we've been waiting for this bull run for a long time. And if this bull run really lifts off, in a way, it could be coined as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in this next bull run. Depending on which metrics you look at, you have the crypto industry, the adoption, the speed of adoption and the rate of adoption is twice the speed that the internet was being adopted in the 90s. Like in 1997, I believe it was like 17% of households or something like that in the United States. And then like 1998, 1999, it really ramped up in how many households had it. But I'm talking about through the 90s and early 2000s. I'm talking right now, depending on the metrics you look at, this has been reported before. The cryptocurrency space is growing at twice the speed that the internet was. So think about that for a second. Not only that, now we have countries buying Bitcoin. We have El Salvador calling it legal tender now, and you can buy McDonald's in El Salvador with Bitcoin. They are now mining Bitcoin with massive mining rigs using geothermal power from volcanoes. So yeah, it's getting kind of crazy, guys, but yeah, it's definitely not too late. You don't want to be one of those people 2, 3, 4 years from now saying, yeah, I was too late, you know. So you still have that opportunity. Just because you didn't get in at the start does not mean you missed any opportunity. And we're going to go through some different coins. We're going to continue to cover different coins on this channel, but crypto is growing, and I believe crypto's here to stay. I may be slightly biased because I have a lot of crypto and I really do enjoy crypto. Anyways, guys, click subscribe down here in the bottom right hand corner is my logo. Click my logo, click subscribe, or click subscribe below like normal. If you're on a phone, maybe you can't see my logo, but subscribe to the channel because we're going to be very focused on exit strategies and profit taking at the end of this bull run later this year, or if the bull run does happen to be 6 months and it's got like a double wave pattern to it where it kind of corrects back a little and then finishes the wave. Maybe that happens, we'll see. But we're going to be very focused on exiting out of our positions using the charts, using mini guides. We got the Pi Cycle Top Indicator I've been talking about. We got all kinds of indicators going on, but I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be watching it 24/7. This is what I do. As long as I'm not sleeping, this is what I do. So let's dive into the Bitcoin chart because Bitcoin is hot today. Again, very hot. Bitcoin, $54,982. It was just at $55,200 just a little bit ago. We could dive in. This is the daily chart. I mean, we could pull up. This is the daily chart. For people, this video is going to be a refresher for people that already know a lot of this. There's going to be some new stuff maybe I throw out there. And then it's also sort of for people that are just getting into crypto. Because right now you're going to have a ton of new people getting into crypto. But you're going to have even more people getting into crypto later when Bitcoin starts running up and all these other coins start running up in this bull run. And you start to get that word of mouth floating around. There's going to be people jumping in later in the bull run that are way late to the party. And it's just going to grow more and more. So we'll see what happens with that, but yeah, we're on the daily here. Each candle's 1 day. We could go all the way down to like 30-minute candles and actually see like what Bitcoin is doing like right now and where it was. There's that big wick you see. It looks like $55,400, but it's not really necessary. We don't really need the 30-minute chart right now. If we go to the daily, looking at the daily, it looks awesome. We've got this we obviously had this. It was maybe a fake out, but you know, the green didn't really ever go into the red. It did just barely for like a day or two. And so it was, you know, you could call it a fake out. It came back up, call it a bullish cross. You got the 20 over the 55 again, which is what you always want. You see whenever the 20 comes over the 55, you're getting that movement. This was just a little bit of movement before a correction. That was nothing. If you actually come back and take a look, what happens with Bitcoin in a bull market when it gets that bullish cross, what happens? I mean, it can run from 10,000 up to 64,000 like it did at the first half of this bull run. I mean, that's what happens. That's, you know, that's kind of what we're looking at here. But Bitcoin looks great. Bunch of green candles here. You're getting the 20 EMA to start to go vertical. Very awesome to see. If we go to the 4 hourly, this is pretty cool too. Go to the 4 hourly, you got this massive green candle. If we start to sit sideways on this price, there's been a lot of these lately, these bull flags. If it starts to sit sideways and bounce in this apex, you know, for a couple days now, whatever, we'll see what happens. But if it were to, you can measure out the flagpole and look to see it move to that upside. So that's pretty cool. We could also pull out, we could actually turn on the VPVR also, and we can show, let's go back to the daily, and we can show with this indicator is going to show you where there's dead space in the market. So here you can kind of see in here, this is easier to cut through. And we just showed that with these green candles. And I already knew that those are easier ranges to cut through. Obviously this kind of stuff, these bars are out way farther. It's harder to cut through. And look at all this corrections. These, you know, it's harder to cut through that stuff. But look at what we just did to an area where it's lower. Cut through. We have some resistance coming up in the future. It looks like between 55,000, which we just went below, between 55,000 and $58,967. So in that range right there that I just circled, you're going to have more resistance where you're coming up and maybe correcting. You're correct. You try it again. You hit your head again. You correct. You might just blow through it in the next couple days. I mean, right now it's anybody's guess. Everything is very bullish. The news cycle's bullish. I haven't looked at the fear and greed index today, but everything's really bullish. So it could just pop through it all. But this is sort of this helps you with resistance, where it's going to go or whatever. You can see when you cross over 59,000, very little resistance up to 64,000 of its all-time high, which you can see the all-time high back over here, 64,000 area. That was earlier this year. It made that run from 10,000 last September in that range. I'd have to go back on the chart, but last year, you know, it was 10,000 at, you know, and it made that run to 64. So that's where we're at. But what can happen is what happens is you have the Fibonacci retracements. I've shown that before. You have the extensions. What could happen is, yes, you have a lot less resistance through here. You get past 59, you shoot to 64. Once you pass 64, you are in price discovery mode, and that is when there's no resistance, there's no data, there's no historical data in that range of where it can go. That's when you go to the fibs. Let's go to the fibs now and take a look at that. If we did the fibs like I've been doing a lot of these other coins, and I think that's what we're about to do here in just a second. We're going to erase all the drawings. We're going to go to the daily. And I don't think I've done this in a little while. And obviously I've shown that this is, what is this? This is all through September. Yeah, this is all through September, all this correcting. September was a dump month. That's fine. We were up here. September is real dumpy. That's fine. But what I showed with this line that I put in when we were zoomed in on my video the other day, it is shown many times. You have candle bodies here, you have wicks, more candle bodies and wicks. You have all that through there. If Bitcoin is to have that major correction again, 40 is a major support floor, $40,700, major support floor. So even if Bitcoin comes down again somehow, which I do not see happening at all, there's too many other support levels above it. Even if it did, that's the absolute, that's like rock solid. And that's what I think, that's what we were just seeing. And that's why we are where we are now, because that 40,700 was rock solid, and the charts were showing that. Let us zoom out a little bit here, and let's pull the fibs on Bitcoin. And why are we covering Bitcoin so much? Because Bitcoin controls the market. Bitcoin runs the market. Ethereum is right there with it. It's not as important. Ethereum definitely follows Bitcoin, but Ethereum's there with it. Ethereum and Bitcoin and Ethereum together run the market. And altcoins follow. Sometimes they follow later. There's an altcoin season, and that is when the rest of the cryptos follow the other coins. Now, one thing I've been thinking about lately that could happen in this bull run, I'm going to draw. What you can have is you can have Bitcoin make its massive run and then start to correct back. You can have Ethereum close by and running almost with it. As I go to the right here with my cursor, you can see the dates down here. As we move right, these are the months going through. So what I'm saying is that Ethereum, after Bitcoin's making its run, either Ethereum runs with it or it runs a little bit behind it and it makes its run and it tops out and corrects back. And then that's when the altcoin season can make its run where all the altcoins go and then they start to correct back. And then right after that, with it, is the meme coin season that's kind of tied in with it, kind of separate, kind of not. But that's kind of what we're looking at. Sometimes the Bitcoin and Ethereum lead the way. Bitcoin controls the market. There's no doubt about that. But sometimes they lead the way as far as coins finding the top. So maybe Bitcoin's here and Ethereum's with it or next to it, and your Digibyte or CKB or whatever is, it's lagging behind and it's over here, and then it'll pop later. These profits that people take from Bitcoin and Ethereum at the end of the bull run, what they do with those is they are going to reinvest them into other coins that haven't made their runs yet. It's recycling profits, and we're going to be looking at that on this channel, which is another reason to subscribe. Click subscribe down here below in the bottom right-hand corner. Click subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, that doesn't make any sense to me, but if you made it this far in the video and you haven't subscribed, but hey, what do I know? Anyways, so that's what I think is going to happen. Say you have XRP. XRP, when it blows, in my opinion, XRP is one of my favorite coins. It's my second biggest holding. When XRP goes off, especially if the lawsuit ends soon with the SEC that is suing them, which the lawsuit looks good. The lawsuit might be wrapping up in the next week or two. We'll have to see. That's what BitBoy is still claiming. Don't know if that's even true. But when XRP goes off, especially if the lawsuit ends, when it goes off, you will not be able to go anywhere without hearing of XRP. You won't be able to get a haircut. You won't be able to go get a pizza. You won't be able to go anywhere without people saying XRP, XRP, XRP. Sort of like what happened with Dogecoin. The difference is that's a shit coin. Dogecoin is, to me, Dogecoin is an original Nintendo that they're almost finished with releasing. That's what Dogecoin is. It does not have a full team. It does not have some of the smartest computer programmers and people that have been working on it for years and years and connected to a bunch of universities like something like Cardano, my #1 holding. Dogecoin to me is a shitcoin, but through social media and through hype and through Elon Musk, yes, it went off. It had massive gains. You can't deny that. But what I'm saying is XRP will have that effect, but when XRP does it, the difference is XRP's been building partnerships for 9-10 years. It's been making moves. It is... The people on the board of directors of XRP are MIT, Stanford, Harvard. They're professors. And then you have Rosie Rios, the treasurer of the United States under Obama, on the board of directors for Ripple and XRP. So it's completely different. Not only that, they're connected to world banks in Thailand, Philippines, Japan, all throughout Southeast Asia, and they have partnerships with banks. They also have a very advanced XRP, the ledger. The RippleNet, the whole system is it's a completely different thing than Dogecoin. It's not even the same. But my point is that when it goes off, XRP, you will hear about it everywhere. That's my opinion. So next, what I'm saying is that XRP, it might run last. It has a history of running last. Don't chase coins. You don't chase coins if you weren't already in them when they run off like crazy. You don't chase coins like Shiba Inu right now is going crazy. You don't chase that when it's already, you want to be positioned on this channel. The point is we are positioning ourselves before the bull run, before everything goes off. And what you wanted to do in the first place anyways in crypto is you buy, let's zoom back in here. This is a logarithmic scale on log. So basically there's bigger movements. The higher you go up, you need a smaller candle body up here is going to be equal to a lot more money than like down here because it's logarithmic. But basically, we had this is all summer. Things were down all summer. People were scared. Oh, sell, fear, crypto's going to crash. No, support. double bottoms, triple bottoms. No. So when you invest into crypto, is there a chance that you're just going to lose everything? No, I don't think so at all. If anything, you need more patience and more time and more investing. If you were the person, which this is not what you want to do, when everyone's talking about it and it's in the news, that's when it means the top is almost in and it's time to sell and get out of that coin. So basically, like before a bull run, take this bull run for example. You wanted to buy it in here. You want to buy it in here. You want to buy it on the bullish cross, the green line coming over the red line originally on the daily time frame. You want to get it back here. Then you ride it up. In this range is when the normal people start talking about it because it's going crazy and it's in the news. This is the range when normal people are buying it that don't know what the hell they're doing. And then this is when normal people and whatever are selling it because they think it's crashing and whatever. And then they say, it's a scam or whatever. No, they have no clue what you're doing. That is not what you want to do. You want to buy low and sell high. And even if you buy a top and somehow a bear market comes out of nowhere, which I don't expect at all, none of the metrics, none of the news cycle, nothing on Glassnode, nothing anywhere is pointing to it. The only concern I actually have about not getting a bull run is the consensus across the board. Everyone and their mom is calling for this bull run now. Yes, we had a lot of people liquidated. A lot of people got liquidated selling and getting scared, or they were leverage trading, which is risky that I'm not really messing around with. They were 10x or 20x leverage trading, and they got liquidated when the market corrected. But in my eyes, when you are getting into crypto, yes, you want to get it low. You want to get it on certain signals. Even if a crazy bear market came out of somewhere, you would come down and you find all that support somewhere in here. You're not coming down where you are way back in history. No, that's not how it works. The charts move in waveforms. You can see these waveforms, and within those waves are other waves. So these are basically just refreshers for everyone, because there's a lot of people, some of the questions I get in the comment sections, a lot of the questions I see in large channels comment sections, some of these channels with like 1 million subscribers, some of these questions you see in these channels are just like shocking. You're just like, what are these people talking about? Some of these people, they just don't get it. You want to do some research if you are putting money into the market. So that's kind of what we have going on with Bitcoin right now. Just kind of some refreshing information on some stuff that a lot of people already know. We got Bitcoin back up over $55,000. Let's check out Plan B here on Twitter again. Plan B, he just hit 1 million followers on Twitter the other day. Pretty cool. I know he was around 800,000 recently. So major movement. He posted that up last night and he had to put up something. Plan B, Dutch investor. Don't know a whole lot about him. Bitcoin, he is not backing down from his June and July predictions. Some of his predictions earlier in the year, worst case scenario, he's been right on the money. August, 47K. September, 43K. October, 63K. After Bitcoin was at 28K and 30K all summer long, after crashing way down and people being scared. Everybody, the fear was at 10. I remember buying stuff this summer when fear was at 10. I got a lot of stuff cheap on discount. But yeah, he's got October 63K, November 98K, and he has Bitcoin in December. Worst case scenario going to $135,000 per Bitcoin in December. So that is Plan B. Very cool. He is the creator of the stock to flow model and a lot of these other models. You can find some of this stuff on Glassnode. If you're not paying for a subscription, though, you can't see a lot of the metrics, unfortunately. And Plan B, he's been on a tear lately, just posting left and right. Sell walls are pure scare tactics and to scare you out of buying, and he's showing that. He also, up and onward, he posted on October 5th with a rocket sign. He also has, remember when internet shuts down and corporate government and bank networks are down, Bitcoin is the only money network that can be used to keep our economies afloat. The last money standing. And then one more quick thing to point out. Oh, the Rockefeller Foundation 2010 report. I was actually hearing earlier today that George Soros, I need to fact check this, but George Soros is taking his money out of the stock market and putting it into crypto. He's one of the most powerful dudes in the world in a weird way with his money. Biden advertising Bitcoin October 4th. Biden says in the days ahead, people may see their retirement account values sink and interest rates go up. I don't know. I don't know what Biden said or whatever, but I very much trust Plan B. So he posted that 2 days ago. It's the 6th. So yeah, things are getting real interesting, and we have. Let's go to the stock to flow ratio here. Yeah, we have the stock to flow model. Usually when we get the green, we get a lot more green, and green goes upward and onward before getting yellow to orange. Obviously, when we're going yellow and orange, you could almost just use this model for buying and selling your coins, and you do very well in the crypto market. Obviously, the green is when every normal person is talking about, oh, did you hear about this? Did you buy this coin? Oh my God, I'm just buying this coin. That is when the top is in. When the normal people at where I work, when people are saying, when I hear people say XRP, I know I already possibly went up $50,000 on XRP, and that the top is almost in, the top is near, and I'm about to get out. I don't care what they're doing. Maybe they're about to get in. That's on everybody else too. That is what do your own research is for. None of this is financial advice. This is part of research for you. I believe you should follow many different channels. You should follow bulls, you should follow bears, you should follow conservative investors, and you should follow moon boys. You should follow a little bit of everyone, because the truth is going to be somewhere in between there. And right now it looks like we are gearing up for a possible run. We're also, in my next videos, the videos I release tonight, because I don't want this video to get too long, we're going to be covering the DXY, the dollar currency index chart. So that's going to be something to definitely look out for in my other videos, because the DXY is an inverse correlation to Bitcoin, and that is going to make a big difference. Who was it earlier? Blockchain Backer. Some of his videos are genius. I don't love all of his videos, but I was listening to Blockchain Backer earlier. Some of his videos are genius, and he was saying that he believes the DXY is sort of it's in its own corrective phase. It's going to have resistance. It's kind of like a bull trap pattern chart, and it's going to go down also. He didn't say it in those exact words, but that's what the message sort of he was conveying, that the DXY was that he believed that it's going to go down and start to go down here soon. It has been up. It has been making a nice run, so that would make sense. And we'll see what happens. But overall, guys, just covering a lot of information on Bitcoin. Bitcoin runs the market. It controls what your coins are going to do. I kind of covered, Bitcoin and Ethereum leading the market. Solana and some of the other coins might. I do have some Ethereum. I think this is going to be a major run for Ethereum. We have Raul Pal, who's much more knowledgeable than I am, calling for Ethereum possibly to 40 grand in this bull run, even though it only sits at 3,500 right now. I do have some Ethereum. I don't know if it'll go to 40 grand. I think I have some fibs going to 20. I never pulled the fib earlier on Bitcoin. I'm going to pull the fib on Bitcoin, and then I'm going to wrap this video up because I don't want it to be extremely long. We covered enough information and just thoughts, what's going through my head. Let's reset the chart here. We need to all we got to do is remove all drawings, reset the chart, and if we look at what has happened this year, all we have to do to see where Bitcoin is going is pull the fib and watch. We're going to pull this. We're going to come up. We're going to set the one. We're going to set it right there on the log scale, and we're going to zoom out. And if we get this massive bull run, first of all, conservatively, if we just get a pretty good bull run, just a decent bull run, and then there's a lot of bad news or COVID goes crazy or a war breaks out, and it's a small bull run, 1618, Bitcoin is going to $107,616. If the bull run goes crazy and just gets really hot, we're looking at possibly a supply shock, plan B, and different people are talking about a supply shock. They're saying, let's go. There was another post that he put up. Here it is. Bitcoin, October 4th, supply shortage. Let the show begin. And this guy is extremely accurate. His models have been calling Bitcoin for years. And he breaks it down or whatever, but he says, let the show begin. So we'll see what happens. But according to my chart and what I have going on here, let's see here. I have it going there. If it goes to the 2272 and the market is pretty hot, $184,035. You can also, I've shown in many other videos where you go 30% past the 2272. Where will that take you? I actually don't know where that's going to take you. I don't think I've done this before on Bitcoin. $241,154 per Bitcoin. So right there on the charts shows that all of this is very possible because coins in bull runs do this kind of stuff all the time. That's what happens. Solana and some of these other coins have already gotten into this range, and that's what you got to understand. So that's how all this stuff can be shown that it's possible on the charts, because fibs don't lie, charts don't lie. You have retracements through these fib levels, and then you go into fib extensions. You go into the fib extensions, and the thing about all this is none of this happens overnight. None of it happens overnight. We're talking waveforms. Waveforms, up, down, up, down. But where are we going? In an upward trend. That's the point, an upward channel, and you're trying to replicate. Basically, what we're trying to do is after this major correction, which is healthy, which Bitcoin does all the time, these major corrections stop the crypto market from becoming a massive bubble and popping. Think about like real estate or the housing market being a bubble and popping and coming back down. We just had that all summer. We've had corrections. We have it. It keeps the market healthy, very healthy. We're trying to replicate this pattern coming out. So you come up, you have all these corrective phases, and repeat this pattern. Just copy and paste that out here. That's what we're trying to do. A lot of people probably already knew a lot of this stuff in this video. Some people probably, there's probably a lot of people who knew some of this and kind of had this going through their head, but didn't have it all put together. And then there's probably some new people. It is what it is. All I can do is help with the information here. Plan B's website, 100 trillion USD. You can also modeling Bitcoin value with scarcity. You can also read all through this giant paper from Plan B, and you can read all through it, why it has value, scarcity, power laws, and fractals, all broken down scientifically. This guy's pretty smart. I don't sleep on him at all. This guy reminds me of somebody like Charles Hoskinson, which is why I'm so big on Cardano. Cardano is going to be massive. Anybody still sleeping on Cardano? I can't figure that out. I don't understand that one bit at all. Cardano is a beast. Cardano is the newest Xbox. I believe Ethereum is the last generation Xbox, the first model that just came out. Cardano is going to become it's just an analogy, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I don't want this video to get any longer. I don't know how long we're at right now, but I don't want it to get any longer. That's going to be it for this video. We're going to drop a video on some specific coins here later tonight. And I've been posting entry points on HBAR, entry points on VeChain, different entry points where you are not buying massive green candles. Do not chase green candles. Do not chase coins when they're shooting up. That's when you were probably too late, or you need to wait till they correct back to buy in, to get that deal, to get that discount price before its next run. So I've been posting that for a while now. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Speed talking through it. Click subscribe, like, hit the bell notifications. We're going to go live during this bull run, later in this bull run. And when I get more subscribers, the next goal is 10,000 subscribers by 2022. 10,000 subscribers by 2022. So we'll see what happens with that. Click subscribe, click like, comment below. It'll help the algorithm. It'll get my videos out more on my specific coins, which gets more just information, research, and everybody needs to do their own research anyways. But that's it for this video, and we will see you next time. See ya.